Hello, my name is Jordan. Before we get started, here's the short. Hope you like it.
Oh, this should be fun. To get away, to go somewhere, to avoid some things. I don't really love the airport though. There's just a general sense of dread. Is that just me? Vacation feels so selfish. I've been calling it a work trip. We should have all the time in the world. And if we did, maybe we could walk instead of fly. And I could save at least $800. Anyway, at least we're all going somewhere. 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 At least we're all going somewhere.
Yeah, I guess first and foremost, I should talk about the rig that I used. I got the Sigma FP because it was extremely affordable. I think I got this one for just over $1,000 and it was like basically brand new. But I watched so much test footage of a couple Blackmagic cameras, which I've shot on for commercial work. And I was thinking about saving up for an FX3, but I just kept coming back to the Sigma FP test footage. And I don't know if it's the built-in LUTs or whatever, but like it won me over. So long story short, Sigma FP, and then I shot on two lenses. This is the Laowa 9mm Super 35. So again, at like 13 millimeters roughly. I wouldn't know that estimate unless I Googled it. I had 30 to 60 seconds, I think, in most scenarios while in transit or going from one gate to the next to set up my camera and get a shot. I was pretty surprised to see how sharp the images were and how pretty some of them turned out. I think so, at least. And then it has this awesome lens cap, and I love it so much that I've managed not to lose it, and I lose every lens cap. The other lens I shot on is the one that's on the camera right now. It's the Sure. Also, I believe that's how it's said. I heard it from a guy in a different video who heard it from another guy in another video who said that that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But I decided to use it again for this video because I want to give it another shot, because I didn't really love 100% what I got, but I don't know. So far I have 4 Sure lenses and I absolutely love 3 out of the 4, and the only one I'm not sure about is the one that I used in this video. So, but again, I tried for this frame to set it up to just see if I'd be faring any better, and I hope that I don't hate it. Lastly, I used this for 1 or 2 shots, which this fits in my backpack. It's a newer, but I use this very sparingly because what I used is the smallest piece of gear that I'm sure you've seen before, but I couldn't even find it. Just a little clamp. I'll throw a picture up. A clamp with a mount on it for the camera. So I used the clamp. I put it on my briefcase. I put it on like the escalator. I put it on pretty much anything I can mount the camera to. I put it on that. So I expected to use a lot more tripod, and I ended up using the clamp for pretty much everything. And it was kind of cool because I was thinking in my head, this is going to be a ton of lock shots, and it ended up being a lot more movement than I expected, which was kind of cool. But the kicker, I think, and I bought this piece of gear for one single photo shoot that I did, which is the electronic viewfinder for the FP. And I bought it just to take photos, and I hadn't really considered using it for video because usually I use a monitor, but I was trying to keep the form factor down. So I probably had it straight up and down for the majority of what I shot. Like I was able to use this thing, even if I had to look in it sideways, to get a frame that I feel like even if I had a monitor, it wouldn't have worked out as well. So coolest thing ever. I loved it. So yeah, that was it for gear. It was a cool experiment for me because I'm used to, especially in the commercial work, to have the time to set up lights and do all this stuff, and I never really did too much run and gun type cinematography, and I would love to do more. So if anybody has any ideas of what sort of outing I could film like that, I guess I don't really do that much. I don't go to the airport too often, so I'm trying to think of other ways to film little things like this because it was kind of a fun experiment. And then when I got home, I knew I wanted to do a voiceover of some sort, and I decided that it would be cool maybe to put some music, original music to it. So did some like spoken word, and then I did a little singing over it, which I wasn't sure I was gonna do. But yeah, hopefully you liked it, and I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel and see more of these little projects that I'm trying to do. Right now I'm in the process of filming my second short narrative film called The Handyman. Another experimental thing, we used all vintage tungsten lights to light it. It's been an absolute mess, so hopefully we'll have a video about that soon too, so you can avoid doing what I did. Yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you like all this stuff. I think that's the objective, that people like it, you know, because otherwise I'm just staring into the black void of a camera lens for no reason at all. So, but on a lighter note, have a great night and God bless. Thank you.